I'm a 22-year-old first-time mum, and this is my 12-week-old exclusively breastfed baby, and I always get questions asking about breastfeeding and pumping. As you can tell, he is very well fed. He was born on the 20th centile and is now on the 75th centile, which is honestly insane, but apparently you can't overfeed breastfed babies, so I'm clearly doing something right. For breastfeeding, we basically just feed on demand. I have no schedule. When he was first born, we were very much cluster feeding all the time, like he was on and off the boob. Now he's probably slowed down on the feeding a bit in the daytime, so he feeds about every 2 hours in day. Throughout the night, he feeds about once to twice a night. For pumping and breast pumps, I have always used Mum Cozy. Since when I was pregnant and pumping colostrum, I've been using Mum Cozy. It is the M9 pump, and this is what it looks like. And literally, it's so easy to come apart and clean. The amazing thing about using a pump is you can actually up your supply. So obviously, if you just breastfeed, you're only going to have the supply that your baby needs. But I do actually want to have a freezer stock. And when I do pump, it does also give me the freedom for someone else to feed him, so it takes a bit of the pressure off of me. Marco is taking a feeding break. I'm actually going to quickly show you my bra. Again, it's Mum Cozy, and this is a nursing bra as well as a feeding bra. So as you can see, it comes undone, which is really easy. I do have so many Mum Cozy bras. This is a new one I haven't actually used yet, but again, a really slick design. You do is turn it on, and then as you can see here, there's a teardrop, which means this is express mode. You press this button, which changes it. This means this stimulates and then expresses, and then again, twist it again, you can just do stimulation mode. And there's different levels, and if you are collecting colostrum, I recommend using level 1, but it does go all the way up to level 15. It comes with a bunch of different attachments, so obviously everyone's boobs aren't the same size, so you can adjust it so it works for you. Comparison between the M5 and the M9, because the M5 was what I started off with. So this is the M5, and this one comes off slightly different, like that. That's the motor, and then obviously this is where you collect your breast milk. I genuinely just love the M9 though, because you can control it on the app. You can get notifications that the milk is going to overflow. In between feeds, I'll pop the pump on about 10 to 15 minutes, probably about twice a day, and that gets me enough milk that I can put some in the freezer. I thought I'd show you guys some clips of me using the pump, and as you can see, it's resting in my nursing bra. And as you can tell by the amount of Mum Cozy bras that I own, these have been my absolute favourite during my breastfeeding journey. And to control the pump, all you have to do is Bluetooth it to connect to the Mum Cozy app. As you can see, there are so many different settings that you can use. My go-to is level 3 on expression mode. It's great because you can get stuff done whilst you're pumping, and then 10 minutes later, this is how much milk that I actually managed to get, which is a lot, especially considering it's after a feed. They hands down recommend the Mum Cozy breast pumps to anyone who is pregnant and is planning on breastfeeding or just pumping.